If you have watched the recent update video by Autodesk, you might have seen this desktop fan chassis. I thought that it might be an interesting exercise to try to model this out. The slotted cuts vary in length as they move around the central recess. There is a full round fillet at each end. Before I began, I set myself one important rule, and that is the fillets should not have to be created manually one by one. We shall begin with this dome that has already been shelled out. We need to create this central recess that is to be shelled from the top. I have prepared a sketch that defines the outline of this central portion. Create an extrude with this profile. Set extent type to all. The extrude will automatically extend up to the dome. We will give this a slight taper. Set operation to join. Add fillets to these edges. Go to Modify, Shell. Select the top face of the dome. Adjust the thickness. I will be going through a failed method and discuss how that led me to the successful method. You can use a timestamp to skip ahead to the successful method if you wish to. If you look at the final model, the slots have to adjust according to the contours of the central recess. I thought that it might be a good idea to split out a portion of the dome to make the cuts. Activate the Surface tab. Go to Create, Offset. Enable Chain Selection. And select this chain of faces. Adjust the offset value. Let's use this surface body to split the solid body. Go to Modify, Split Body. Select the solid body to split. For a splitting tool, click on the Select box and select the surface body. Extend the splitting tool. For the first slot, I'm going to make a revolved cut using this profile. Activate the Solid tab. Go to Create, Revolve. Select the profile and set the y-axis as a revolve axis. Adjust the angle. Set direction to symmetric. We only want to cut the bottom split out portion. Go to Objects to cut and deselect the recessed body. At this moment, we will not be able to make a full round fillet at this end, since the bodies are still separate. Should we combine the two bodies and create a full round fillet? The problem with doing that is that we cannot create a circular pattern of combines. So let's create a circular pattern of these slots as it is and see where that leads us. Set object type to features. And select the revolve cut. Set the y-axis as a pattern axis and adjust the quantity. Set compute type to adjust so that each individual slot will follow the condition in the seed cut and only cut the bottom half of the body. Go to Modify, Combine, and combine all bodies. From here, let's try using a rule fillet. Begin the fillet command. Set type to rule fillet. Set rule to all edges. It was a combine feature that created the edges that we need to fillet, so select that as a feature. We only want to create internal corners, so set topology to fillets only. You will find that you can only get by with a very small radius. If you try any value larger, it will fail. So it looks like the rule fillet method will not give us a full round fillet here. At this juncture, I should point out that if you try to apply a full round fillet manually to each slot, you will be able to do so. But I want to try to find a better alternative. It appears to me that we need to perform the slot cuts in a way that does not involve the splitting of the body, but at the same time, still able to adjust to the contour of the central recess. Let's go back to the point just after we created the offset face. I will be building a surface body which will serve as a termination face for the extrude. In this workflow, I will be extruding vertically instead. To make the surface body easier to work with, we need to extend it. Activate the Surface tab. Go to Modify, Extend. Select all the top and bottom edges. Extend them by a small amount. we will be extruding this profile upwards. You can see that the current offset surface does not have enough coverage for the extrude to terminate against. Go to Create, Root. Turn on the Chain Selection option and select this chain of edges. Set type to normal. You will want to extend the root surface such that it covers the sketch profile completely. Let's patch up the central opening of the surface body. Go to Create, Patch. Turn on Enable Chaining and select this chain of edges. At this point, these are still separate surface bodies. Go to Modify, Stitch, and stitch them all into one single surface body. This will serve as a termination surface for the extrude. Begin the extrude command with this profile. For extend type, set to To Object. Select the surface body as the object. Later on, when we perform the circular pattern, all the patterned instances will honor this condition and terminate up against this surface. In this workflow, we did not have to split the body, so it is perfectly fine to perform the full round fillet at this point. Begin the fillet command. Set type to full round. Select this as the center face. Click on the select box for side 1 and select this face. For side 2, select this face. Begin a circular pattern. Set object type to Features. Select the extruded cut and the full round fillet from the timeline. Set the y-axis as the pattern axis. Adjust the quantity. For compute type, set to Adjust. This is not a foolproof method. There are some areas where the geometry is a bit challenging for the full round fillet to adjust accordingly. In such cases, you can select these faces to delete and the fillet will usually heal itself. From here, we will extrude a base. Interestingly, I was not able to create a circular pattern of full round fillets for the bottom end of the slot using either of the 3 compute options. So let's go with the rule fillet. For rule, select all edges. The base extrude is a feature which created all the edges that we want to fillet. So select that feature. We only want internal corners, so for topology, select fillets only. Adjust the radius to a value that will give a full round.